Hello everyone, I'm Penros776. Anime season is here again. Picnic Floor is back, and Veronica, legendary Veronica, is our newest thing. I said last time we needed a little bit more stopping power. I figure Veronica can probably do that, right? On the enemy team, Brave Edelgard +1, Elimine, Brave Hector +8, Plumeria +10, Regin +4, there we go, and Safer +10. Probably... okay. I was going to say, expecting a pretty standard save ball opener here. Luckily, our Cantria has enough to not get false started here, but already first match of the season and they are already using anti-Veronica techniques. How dare they? It turns out, yeah, if you space your units apart like that, have just the fast save and the near save and nothing else, then it doesn't trigger Veronica's whole sweep effect, because she needs at least 2 allies near you, and we only have 1. And Brave Hector does not kill on the counterattack either, so the whole team is wandering up kind of fruitlessly here, unfortunately. Well, you get what you get. Using that opportunity to take out some more units and save the same way again, and unfortunately for us, yet again, Veronica is kind of boxed in here. If she could hit Hector directly, then she'd be able to sweep him down, but unfortunately for her, there is a tree in the way. The tree, normally not a huge problem on this map, but today, no, it is a huge problem. Well, at the very least she gets to enclosure him. How much is this going to do? 14, not nearly enough. And that's kind of the bulk of our threats gone. So, I was thinking, oh, I'll bring legendary Veronica on because she is going to fill a kind of legendary arm-like role, and because I just wanted to try her out, honestly. But so far, she hasn't really lived up to that expectation very much, has she? Oh well.
You can't stop me.
And our Edelgard losing this Edelgard duel here, thanks to the opposing Edelgard having oh so much support. The only question now is, does Mirabilis live this encounter? Looks like that's a no. So they are going to miss 1 pot. Which I guess is the best we can ask for. Still, yeah, kind of disappointing first performance there by Veronica. Let's hope the next battle goes a little better, because it's a little late for me to switch her off now. I've already re-blessed my units for offense. Next up here, we are looking at Regin, Alear, okay, Safer +3, Arcane Grima, Caden +2, and Plumeria. Play here looks like pretty standard. Alear tanking. They are, again, positioning around Veronica. They are also not in range of the Caden buff. We'll see if that matters or not. Still, it's Marianne going up first, Brave Marianne. Aegis should reduce a decent amount of damage here, but just looking at how these numbers look to me, I don't think it's going to be enough. Marianne's massive damage reduction helps her live the counterattack, and Grima is finished off. And of course, Marianne doing the classic Marianne maneuver, refreshing our dancer as well. More actions, more economy. Number go up. Lovely. We're gonna blast Caden here. And Cantria coming forwards to hit Alear. Doing decent damage, not enough damage to finish Alear off, but hopefully softened up enough for
I am guided by the emblems.
Okay, so the extra dance from didn't really help that much there, but Veronica, of course, getting reduced pretty heavily by Alear as well, but Enclosure shreds damage reduction, so that should finish the job. Beautiful. Few enemy units left, but they don't seem to want to continue, ending the fight there. On to now battle number 3. Looking at, this is a little familiar, Alear, Regin, +1, Safer, Yuri, +1 with the lethality not instant, Duo Peony, +1, and Duo Duma. Yeah, they don't have any way to pre-charge that lethality, so there's no easy out for them. Yeah. And it looks like, no, the solution they have settled upon is just plain old regular tanking. Which I'm very glad to see, because that is, for one thing, that you really shouldn't do against this team. Especially since that big block means Veronica's sweep finally getting an opportunity to go off, and this is a big quad. Already over, you say? Oh, it sure is. Best thing is, Veronica initiating combat from there means that now Marianne can come forwards as well. Another quad, this time for 64 damage. A little too much damage, actually. Does not get to trigger the dance. Not that it looks like it's gonna matter. It's Arvel laddering out as well, doing some significant damage. A 99 damage quad. And now Flora coming forwards as well. The whole ranged core of the team getting to take some pot shots here. Alear does not die. And if they choose to continue fighting, interestingly enough, don't know how well that's going to go for them. They do get one more action thanks to Duo Peony, and just finishes off Flora there. But there's still several units left alive, and Safer, Mirables red for one thing, and very high res for another, so Safer not getting that kill. Does, however, end the action of Marianne, so that's good for them, although, yeah, there's probably a dance coming into play here. Catria one tap Safer, and it is Arvel's turn, 88. Can Alear reduce this enough? Yes! Actually. But now can't reach anyone who's not protected by Edelgard, and that is the final blow. Whole team wiped off the map. And that's a good showing. That's what we do to people who try and tank this, just the normal, regular way. Now, on to the next battle here. Opponents here, Veloria, Summer Edelgard, +1, Duo Askr, 4, +2, Plumeria, +2, and Regin, +1. Plan here I'm not entirely certain on. Okay, it is an Edelgard maneuver.
You can't stop.
Tanks for bonfire. It's about half of an Edelgard's worth of health. How's the next one going to be?
I'll cut my own path.
Oh, just barely gets the kill on Edelgard and chooses to keep going, finishing off Marianne as well. And aha, now I see the play. Veloria is going to Galeforce as well, I expect. Yep, there we go. Go around for back. Joe Catria
By your side.
hits pretty hard, but not hard enough. And honestly, that's probably bad, because that means that Wings of Mercy can now go to Veloria as well. Next up, 4. Going forward, Regin as well, also Wings of Mercy in.
Going to stop you.
Further.
Askr, how big's the bonfire going to be? Pretty large. Arvel barely hanging on there, but the dance means it's going to be almost the whole team wiped by that Galeforce. Just Mirabilis left alive, and Duo Askr can tank her forever. Honestly, a marvelously done bit of Galeforce work there. Only a little mad that we were literally 1 or 2 hit points off walling it out with our Edelgard against their Edelgard, but well, that's just how it is sometimes. Rude. But it's Galeforce, so they're allowed to win once in a while. It's a tough strategy to play. Now, next up, we're looking at Naga, +5, Brave Erica, +7, Regin, +2, Plumeria, +1, Ninja Lin, +2, and of course, Safe. So they're having the inkling of a hit and run strategy here. Not actually doing any hitting or running turn 1. Took a peek, but couldn't stop the catapult. And it looks like they want to go in on that right side, I'm guessing. Maybe to get closer to the hindrance. Oh, actually going over the back, targeting Arvel, the one unit on this team who is not in range of our fast save, and trying to pull out. And they did, in fact, manage to pull out. So that's very well done of them. Another opportunity here to pick off. Oh, actually going Erica against Edelgard first. The damage reduction should help here. It does. I was going to say Catria is again sitting just outside of far save range, So she should be the easiest one to pick off, and especially now that she has been picked off, she enables Ninja Lin to potentially win things. Second attack into Edelgard finishes Edelgard, and they surrender. I'm guessing because they're still stuck in Veronica range, and Ninja Lin loses to Picnic Flora. Because, yeah, they aren't getting any more kills against that unless they can break Far Saver, and it looks like they can't. Now, next up here we have Plumeria +1, Regan, Arcane Grima +1, the Lion King +2, that's Brave Tiki +9, and Elimine. Tiki sliding up there onto the real trap with the save, but again trying to position around Veronica's sweep. Seems to be very popular as a strategy recently. That being said, it's not Veronica who goes in first, it is in fact Picnic Flora, who does have beast effective damage and tanks for counterattack pretty darn well, all things considered. Arvel up next. Sacred Cow reduces it a bit, call it a draw. And Marianne going in next, 16 times 4. Knowingly, because she came there in the order, is not going to enable any extra actions. So the enemy has a chance for a counterattack after losing that Lion King. We've still got some pretty decent tanks left alive in their Tiki here, and in the form of Grima as well.
I'll protect you all.
Special getting pre-charged for Glimmer, and the extra damage from that just enough to finish off Flora there, but choosing to surrender straight afterwards. Interesting move. Next up we have 4 + 10. Okay, Regan +8. Duo Chrom +10. What a build. Elimine +8. Ascendant Idun +10. And Brave Edelgard at +4. There's a Spiral 4 finish Duo Chrom, so should be able to shred just about anything that's put in front of him. That being said, it's getting the units in front of him that's the real question. And okay, that's how they're choosing to do it. Armor-piercing Ruptured Sky takes out Flora, and they choose to set up just right there in front of the team. I'm not sure how wise this is. Yes, they did take out our fast save. However, the fast save is not the thing that kills them here. It's Arvel. And also Veronica and Marianne, and here's Veronica, who are there to back it up as well, all supported by Triangle Attack.
Enough of you.
And Veronica has decided she's seen enough Edelgard for one day, so goodbye Edelgard. Now Dance, and going in deep to finish off Chrom. Decent damage, and again the enclosure should finish it. Another unit with a very long animation, Veronica, by the way. Always fun that. Oh, and if you thought it was over, no, it's not. Marianne still gets a turn. And you know what happens when Marianne gets a turn and gets to charge a special? More actions. So Edelgard coming forward and getting to whack something as well. Almost their entire team have finished off, just Regan left alive, and well, Regan can't hit anything that's not Edelgard, so she has to hit Edelgard, and
I won't back down.
yep, that was pretty decisive. That victory, a complete wipeout in just a little over a turn. Almost their entire team. Now, got more battles yet. This time it's up against Elimine. It's up against Duo Askr plus 10. That's scary. Brave Edelgard plus 10. Regan plus 4. Ashera plus 1. And 4 plus 1. I wonder what their exact play here is. Okay. 3 turns in. Smiting Duo Askr forwards. Okay, I did not expect that. Did not expect that. And doing a solid 0-0 trade against picking Floribert. Now, Rally comes out, but we're not exactly going much further than that yet. Bit more trading blows here. Iceberg, normally a source of massive damage. Here it does 3. Wasn't that great. Edelgard, what can you do? Yep. But that's given Marianne a chance to do nothing. Don't know what I expected. Veronica though, Veronica surely has this one. 0, but how about the enclosure? 0. And this one? 0. Yeah, plus 10 Duo Askr is apparently a force. That being said, even though they've dealt with him, or dealt with Veronica rather, Duo Askr is still pretty slow at dealing with things, all things considered, and the surrender, probably because they, even no matter how tanky Duo Askr is, Brave Edelgard and Regan, who has waited long enough that she can't get out anymore, are both very much at risk here. So even though Duo Askr can probably tank this team forever, those two are dead if they keep playing, which they aren't going to. Next up, looking here at Regan, plus 7, interesting build. Elimine, that's Ascendant Tiki, plus 4. Elimine, the second one. Brave Chrom and Plumeria, plus 2. And the choice seems to be pretty simple here, putting Tiki up front with 1 Elimine for support because 2 of them would render her vulnerable to the Veronicating. As it stands, she is not looking very vulnerable at all. Hopefully we can do a little better than whatever's going on here. Hopefully. Please? Tiki says no. Okay then. Well, at the very least, the team is doing a good job of moving forwards as a fairly cohesive block. I would have liked it if we could have had near save cover on Catria as well, but sometimes you can't quite get what you want. A bit of a risky move there with Tiki. Although, I mean, who runs a real bolt trap in current year? But finally, Arvel getting a chance to do some blasting here, and Arvel really the best anti-Tiki unit on this team. Able to tank that damage no problem, and Dance is ready, and Glacies is ready. Go away, your notification, I want to watch the Glacies. So yeah, that's Tiki dealt with, and that's Elimine dealt with as well. Again, our saves moving forward as a pair, and Surrender did take out their carry after all. And lastly, finally, match to end the season. It's Regan +2, Brave Hector +10, Special Fighter 4, Yuri +10 with lethality, Elimine +10, 4 +10, and Ascendant Idan +10. Well, would you look at that? Someone spent some real orbs on this team. Where I'm not sure they've spent is brain cells. Because, well, okay, to be fair, this does actually tank Veronica pretty well. What with blue units and all that. However, is pretty well enough. Enclosure hits for 20, okay. And luckily it's off sync with the Sacred Cowls, so actually doing a decent amount of damage here, as opposed to getting reduced down by Harding. Another 20, Idan on 31 hit points left. Let's see how much more we can do to that. Arvel going up next. 59 into Sacred Cowl, 7 hit points on Idan. And Flora. Does not die, funnily enough, so no kills there. They do now get a chance to heal up with their healing tower. They do get a chance to take out Hector, and that also lets Yuri operate. Gonna take a pretty big hit from this enclosure, but it's not quite enough to finish him off, and lethality on the one hand kills Veronica, on the other hand luckily decharged now. Now however they might be in for some problems. Arvel's back, Vengeance, and this is Sacred Cowl, but it's also Glacies. So 38, it is big enough. Now we're getting danced because we can keep going. 64 times 2 into Hector here. That finishes him no problem. Marianne gets a shot, 2 hits, so is able to charge up. Dance goes to Arvel. Arvel gets to pick up a third kill this turn. Against 4. That leaves just Yuri and Elimine left, and oh, would you look at that? Yuri dead as well. Just Elimine. And there are some units on this team that I suspect Elimine just cannot defeat. So yes, that is a surrender. The plus 10's almost won out, but against Arvel, nope, not happening. So a very satisfying way to end the season, even if it started out a little rocky. Veronica probably not coming back for a while. I've got some other units I want to try. But thanks for watching anyway, and we've got some devilish dark season coming up next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Penrost out.